Hey everyone, and welcome to my next video tutorial, which is going to be focused on setting up a budget in AWS to manage and handle all of your billing in terms of ensuring that you don't cross any limits or anything of the sort. So let's get started. So you want to make sure that you're logged into your AWS root account. Then what you want to do is you want to search for the AWS budgets feature. So you can just type in budgets and it's going to auto search for you. And here we want to select budgets, which is a feature of the billing and cost management service that we have here. So we can click on budgets. It will just take a moment to load up. Okay, next thing that you want to do is on the right hand side, you want to say create budget. Okay, after doing so, you'll see here a few options that you can select in terms of how you want to set up your budget and the templates that you can set up. So this is quite involved and quite specific, so we're going to keep it rather simple and straightforward. So we want to customize our budget setup by following a set of steps. So we want to choose a budget type first of all, and the budget type here that we're going to use is going to be a regular cost budget, which is of course the recommended option as well. And as you can see, there are various others available, such as usage budgets, savings plans budget, and reservation budget. And of course, there is some information under each of them as to what they are more geared upon. So let's continue with our cost budget. Then we can scroll down and say next. Okay, perfect. So now we want to set up our budget. So we're going to enter in our budget details, so the budget name, and then also set a budget amount. So let's scroll down and let's enter in our budget name first of all. So I'm going to say here, my first budget 1. Then I want to set my budget amount. So you can set the period here, either daily, monthly, quarterly, or annually. I'd recommend keeping it monthly. That's quite a general use case that a lot of people will follow. So you can keep it as is if you don't have any specific preferences. The budget renewal type, we're going to keep it on a recurring budget here. And we're not going to keep it on expiring. Now the start months is going to appear as according to the date that you are setting up this budget. So for me, it's December 2024. Now the budgeting method, okay, we're going to keep it at a fixed method. However, you can set it as planned or auto adjusting. Depends on how you want to do it, because what we want to do is we want to keep it simple, and with a fixed budgeting method, essentially we'll be able to create a budget that tracks against a single monthly budgeted amount. So quite straightforward. Right, then we need to enter in our budgeted amount. So how many dollars in this case here would you like to set as your budget? So here I want to set it as $20. So that's going to be my budget for every month. So I'm going to say, for example, and then if you scroll down here under your budget scope, okay, this is how you want your budget to be kept track of in terms of the services. So do you want to include that budget for all AWS services or under specific services here, such as EC2? I'd recommend, especially if you're a beginner and getting started, that you choose all AWS services, especially if you're getting used to the interface, because sometimes you can accidentally start up a resource or anything of the like. So I'd recommend that you choose all services so you have a good concrete view. Okay, so we can just leave the following here as is. So these are advanced options. We don't need to go into detail to that. So I'm just going to minimize that. And that's all that we need to do for this part. So we can say next. Now we can also configure alerts, so budget alerts. So let's go ahead and scroll down and look into the detail. So our budgeted amount in this case here is $20. Now you can add in an alert threshold. So if I were to say add an alert threshold, what I'm essentially going to do here is I'm going to set a threshold here, which is going to send me an email warning me that you're about to reach your budgeted amount. Okay, so what you would typically do here, for example, is a threshold here I can set as 80% of my budgeted amount, and I want to trigger an alert. So essentially, when the actual cost is greater than 80%, so greater than $16 of my budget amount, which is $20, the alert threshold will be exceeded. So you'll see here as an example here of the budgeted amount and the threshold. So if you are coming just below $20 and greater than $16, you're going to have an email sent to you saying, okay, hold on, 80% has already been reached, you're about to reach your budget. Okay, so an alert threshold is very useful. And in terms of the notification of how you're going to get this actual notification message, you're going to want to enter in an email recipient. So you want to enter in an email address here to, just notify you of a particular threshold. So here I'm just going to put in a sample email. So I'm going to say, oh no, chest@mail.com. Okay, so you want to enter in your email here. And what you can do next is you can go ahead and say next. Okay, so now you can also attach actions. So this is an optional setting that you can add into place here, but there's no need for that. We can just continue to the next part. Okay, so here's the review stage. So we've gone through all of the steps here, and you can just review everything and see the information and see if you're happy with it. So the important parts are that you have a budget, you set your start date, it's going to be monthly, you've got a budgeted amount, and you have an alert here, in this case, when the threshold has reached 80% and above, we're going to get a trigger. And then, of course, all you need to do then is create a budget that will create for you. And here we are, we can see that has been created. We've created our budget. We can see the threshold status here is okay. So once we are above the threshold, okay, you'll see that the message will change. We can see our budget, the amount we've already used, and the forecast as well that's showing for you as well. You can also download the CSV file of your budgets as well, just to see it in a more contrasted view if you so desire. Alright guys, so that's it for this video tutorial. That's how you can go ahead and create a budget in AWS. Now, of course, I'm just going to show you how you can delete this. If you don't want to have this budget here available, you can just click on the checkbox here and you can go to actions, you can say delete and say confirm. And that's how you can also delete your budget as well. If you just want to keep it clean and create a new budget instead, that's how you can go ahead and do so. Alright guys, so that concludes this video tutorial on AWS budgets in AWS.